What's up guys? Happy weekend. We're going to unbox our new toy. So Insta360 Go 3. Been using GoPro for the last 3 years now, documenting my cycling journey. And since last year, I've been itching to go get Insta360 Go 3. And finally, 2 weeks ago, I found a good deal at Singapore Changi Airport and bought myself one. So it's a midnight black version. If I'm not mistaken, the black version was launched just December 2023. So typically this would come with the white version. Okay, so in today's video, we are going to do an unboxing. This is not a full review yet. I'd love to test it out first for a couple of rides. Tomorrow I start doing that. We have a good ride, and then this is a perfect opportunity to really test it out, whether it's it's a better camera versus my Hero 11. Right, so in today's video, we're going to check out what's included in the box, and I'll share also my first impression. Let's go, guys. We'll open it for the very first time. It's too tight, huh? Wow, so once you open, you can immediately see how tiny the camera is. So it's still super sealed, and just for reference, it's just about the size of my thumb, huh? So we'll come back to this mighty camera in a bit. So let's open the box, what goes with it. So obviously, standard, you would receive the manual. Good thing that they no longer produce the thick manual. You just need to go online, scan this, and it will take you through, if I'm not mistaken, all the details and nitty-gritty on how to first set up your Insta Go 3 camera. Good. Second layer, what you'll find is wow, bunch of accessories. And let's take a look at the first one. So if I'm not mistaken, this is the hat clip, right? So you can technically mount this over there, right, and insert it to your cap, so you have a first person view and you can actually start tilting it. Right, so we'll test that out later, but just for reference, guys, so the magnet is super strong, so I don't think it will come off if you come across any bump, or if you intend to use this for running. Right, so let's put this aside. So I think this is the pivot stand. Okay, so the pivot stand comes in with the, I think, magnetic clamp, if I'm not mistaken. Right, so this is where you actually attach the GoPro, sorry, InstaGo, right, and it clips automatically right there. And yeah, I think it's super sturdy. And to release it, there's actually a button at the side to release it. Okay, and then obviously it's a pivot mount, so you can put it in any direction, and it comes with the stand. Okay, so here, so let me put this on the side, so you can technically put it or mount it in any surface. It has a cap, and I believe this is it's some sort of a sticky silicone where you can technically mount it there, put your Insta360, right, and then you're ready to film and shoot your video. Really cool. So okay, You know, one of the things I made me decide to buy this is actually this accessory, and this is the magnet, right? So magnet strap. So this is where you actually, you know, necklace magnet, right? So you put this underneath your shirt, ituck in, mamaya papakita natin, we'll show a sample video. So, and then simply attach it like that. Boom, you don't need any other, you know, accessories to attach it to your body. So, and it's also invisible. So once you tuck this in within your shirt, inside your shirt, it's really, you know, nice and clean setup, right? So you now have a direct point of view attached to your body. Good. Yes. The action pod, right? So the action pod, just for reference, and I'll show a photo in one of the areas here to show you guys how small and compact it is, right? So one of the beauty of Insta360 Go 3 is that the back screen is actually, you have a tiltable screen which you can technically use when doing or filming yourself, doing selfies, videos. And here, this is where you technically attach your mini camera, right? So it's now typically a usual, I would say, action cam, but you don't need this. If you don't need this, you wanted something compact, so there's a button, if I'm not mistaken, there's a button right on the side where you need to press to release that mini camera. So guys, not a joke, but the magnet is really super strong. Imagine I still have the back seal at the back, and it's automatically sucking that in. So that's how strong the magnet is. So even if I, you know, try to pull it out, it won't go out, right? So that's how I think confident you can be using the action pod. Cool. So again, one of the nicest features of this camera is that when you take out the cam, oops, right, that's again, so here you would still be able to see exactly the recording. So even if you have the camera off, so it's a remote cam where you have the display fully transmitting in the action pad. So for me, this would be very useful. I'm planning to mount this actually within my bicycle stem, so I can technically see where I'm pointing at when I'm doing the recording. Really good feature. Okay, so snap it back there. Okay, and automatically shoots and goes back to your presetting. So there's actually a few more items inside, huh? So let's try to get everything out. Alright, so apologies, I stand corrected. So they still print out a quick start guide here, but more on, I think, illustrative. Okay, so that saves a lot of, I guess, you know, pages. It comes with typically, you know, in different languages, right? So you guys go figure that out. Okay, there's free stickers which I really like, which I will mount in my, you know, bike trainer, where I do collect some of my stuff stickers. Cool. Warranty card, perfect. Hopefully I don't get to use this and my camera lasts long. Safety guidelines, all right, maybe they have this online. I'll just go figure that out there. I think this is a recent addition from the previous models, is that they have actually included, and I believe this is coming from different reviews from different people. They have actually created a wedge, and the wedge is intended to be used here with the magnet bracelet. So the wedge actually serves as an additional angle point for you, right? Would be using this for my cycling journey. So really good addition. Thanks Insta360 for adding that up. So later on we'll try to mimic exactly the photo here. When you swipe down, you would actually go for the settings, right? So different settings if you want to lock the rotation and so on, brightness, general settings on connectivity with Wi-Fi and so on. If you swipe up, you would actually set up which resolution you actually would like, right? So, and then which ratio, whether it's portrait, landscape, and then the frame rate that you would like. If you slide to the right, it will take you to the playback function, right? At this point, wala tayo. We have no recordings yet. So when you swipe towards the left, it will take you through the quick setup on exactly today. Right now it's on 1440p resolution. You can quickly, there's a small button there that quickly takes you through whether you would like to do a wide lens, linear, or action. So I take usually action, just because I don't want the extreme ultra wide. Medyo a little bit warp yung appearance niya. So if we again try that one, and also shows an icon that I'm now connected to Wi-Fi, and there's also an indication of the battery of the camera, right? And also the body of the action pod, the battery of the action pod. Yeah, so that's me filming. So, and that's my GoPro actually being shown there. Okay, so this is the recording button. There's side buttons also for the power function. Okay, and everything is technically already shown similar to GoPro, huh? So if you're familiar already using GoPro, I don't think it would be a completely different experience and shift if you're using Insta. Okay. Yeah, another thing I wanted to highlight is I figure out now this is a quick button. So when you start pressing it, it takes you to different recording modes. So here, a good thing, there's an outdoor. If you're doing a vlog, Starfield, skiing, so we can also do cycling. Perfect for my use. Alright guys, so before I head out, I wanted to quickly give my first impression on the Insta360 Go 3. So a couple of things I like. So first things I like, okay, as you can see, it's extremely small and easy to carry, right? So it's like also a 2-in-1 camera, to be honest, right? So you have a small cam, but you can instantly convert it into a typical action cam, right? So that's one. Second, as you can see guys, there are a bunch of accessories that are already included. So unlike the GoPro, when I first purchased my GoPro, it only includes a standard mounting system, right? And here Insta360 is generous enough to include all the nicest accessories. Yes, for sure, you would need couple more, but I guess the obvious ones are already here. As a cyclist, this is the one that I would be likely mostly using, right? So, and to be honest guys, as mentioned earlier, the reason why I bought this Insta360 is for this alone. So this purpose and this one. So very clean, neat setup, all I need when I go for my quick weekend cycling. Good. Now let's quickly talk about things I don't like, and I think it would be unfair because I've not used it, I've not tried it, but I'm already anticipating few things, right? So the first thing is I did talk about the small camera, right? So this one, I like the grip, I like the texture, but the action pod, right? I feel like it's super lightweight compared to GoPro, and I feel like it's a bit plasticky. I don't even know if that's a proper term, but I feel like the quality of the plastic is not as good as the GoPro. It doesn't have any rubber protection, so I really would need to be very careful when using this. I'll take out the protective film. The lens, the screen does not have any protection around it, right? I don't know if you would be able to see that in the camera. It's completely flush along the casing, so which means there is tendency that when you put it down immediately into any rough surface, potentially can damage the screen. So right, so the second point I would anticipate potentially issue number 2 for me is it's a built-in memory, right? So it's a fixed memory. I did bought 64 GB. I'm currently using GoPro that has a 256 memory card, expandable, right? Here it's fixed. Should be okay for my typical 2-hour 3-hour ride, but I'll update you guys once I have more information on that. And the last one I wanted to talk about is that same with GoPro, comparing it with my GoPro, it doesn't have any backup batteries, right? So every time you need to go out, you need to make sure both this recharge. But on the contrary, so once you only use this, you're only utilizing the battery life of this mini camera. And as mentioned earlier, the moment you start putting this back and dock it to the action pod, it automatically charges. So it's a 2-in-1 function. It's your again action pod when you want to do and use it as a typical traditional action cam, but it automatically also charge the small camera when you actually shoot it back. So just be mindful on that. So yeah, no extended battery. You would need to live with what's in here. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Watch out for more videos post this. I'll do a quick ride